Hi guys, we're here at Triumph and we've come to have a first look at their new Street Scrambler and Street Scrambler Sandstorm limited edition, and we've got to say they look absolutely brilliant. So we're going to ask a few questions, see how they've managed to update them for 2021 and how much Euro 5 has actually impacted on these bikes. So this is the new model. It's mainly aesthetic changes. It looks absolutely brilliant, but what have you actually done to it?
Okay, so we've got new paint schemes for 2021. This is the Urban Grey. There's also a sweet two-tone green plus a classic Triumph black. You get new for 2021 in this update. You've got a new side panel with brushed aluminium number board on there. You've got new finishes to the throttle body finishers, heel guard, and also a more premium headlight bracket. You also have a new material to the seat, more adventure textured finished seat. So those are the design changes, but then of course it's Euro 5, so there's been an update to the engine and also to the silencer with the CAT system as well.
So you've managed to retain the same power and torque figures, but you've made it Euro 5. How difficult was that?
Well, for the engine team, quite a challenge. So we have a secondary air system now new to the bike, as well as the CAT. And also the throttle maps, the riding modes. We're very pleased not to be reducing or compromising the power and torque figures or the rideability.
You updated it in 2018. Was there any demand from people for any changes in terms of components? Like with your market research, what did the people want?
Well, all of our bikes are developed based on customer feedback, customer focus groups, but also conversations with our dealers, of course, who are talking to customers all the time. So the specification and the rideability and the price, it's quite an ecology that's worked out. And I think with the Street Scrambler and its success reflects, I think, getting that right. So for the update for 2021, we weren't looking to make significant changes just for the sake of change, and also we didn't want to pass on or try to avoid passing on what is quite an expensive update to do with the Euro 5. So the price for this is the same, even though it's an updated version. The change to Euro 5 is different manufacturers everyone's had to meet the specifications, but how they've achieved that and gone about that, I imagine, is fairly different. I think the fuel efficiency is comparatively really good with these bikes, and the change and the percentage lift there, which is only 4 or 5%, is it's still I think comparatively lower than other bikes. So I'm not here to talk about other manufacturers.
Of course. And obviously your modern classics range is absolutely massive. This sort of sits in the middle. Where can you see it going in the future? Like, have you got any more bikes in the range coming soon? Any more updates?
Well, there's always things in the pipeline. I think this in the Street Twin sits dead centre in terms of it's got the classic vibe, very contemporary in its sort of modern custom kind of styling. They're really unintimidating, easy bikes to ride. They've got
lovely low seat height.
That's it, low seat heights, slim width, so the standover is very good, and particularly with the Scrambler, because the bars are higher and the peg and seat position gives you a bit more of an upright feel. It really hits the sweet spot, I think, for people who are looking for a bike that's an all-rounder. I'd say in terms of off-road, it's more of a green laner, a light off-road.
Oh, I can't imagine taking it on a motocross track.
Oh, people do. But I think if you're looking for that, you need to look at the Scrambler 1200, which is really spec'd up and tooled up for that. But no, it's just a great all-rounder, and it continues, along with the Street Twin, to be very much the sort of the biggest sellers within the modern classic range.
And obviously, you've got an absolutely massive range of accessories. I can imagine, like if you're looking at buying one of these bikes, you're buying it a lot on the looks, and you're going to want to pimp it out. And that is the brief with the Sandstorm, I can imagine. Like it's essentially a pimped out version of that. Tell us why you'd spend the extra money on one of these.
Okay, well, so the Sandstorm Edition is to the money. It's £600 higher in the UK, but for that you get a unique paint scheme. So you got this tritone Sandstorm Edition.
It does look smart.
Inspired by that kind of desert racing theme from the original 1960s Triumphs that you'd have seen banging around Southern California, Lake Mirage, Baja Peninsula kind of style. So you get the paint scheme, but you also get the high front mudguard. which is an accessory that you can get for this, but fitted as standard. You get the tail tidy, you get a brushed aluminium sump plate, you also get the headlight cover and the knee pads. So I think if you added all those individual things up and the paint scheme in terms of the price lift, plus the exclusivity, of course there's only 775 of these worldwide, and you get a certificate with the VIN number on the certificate for that as well. So I think, you know, the motorcycles are expensive buys for people who love bikes. They take a great deal of time and consideration over what the right bike for someone is. But I think what that represents as a step up from this is I think it's quite a lovely package, and we expect that to be pretty popular.
So there you have it. These are Triumph's 2021 Street Scramblers. They look absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, if you've got last year's model, there's not a great deal of updates. If you're looking to buy one though, like the little details and stuff's what sort of makes it special. Obviously, if it's been updated for Euro 5 and Triumph tell us that it's going to have the same silky smooth throttle, it's going to have the same power, it's going to have the same torque. That's a big relief when Euro 5 sort of clipping the wings on some of the other bikes. So yeah, same power, same torque, save the planet. That's all good. Thank you for having us, and we can't wait to ride one.
You're welcome, Carl. Can't wait to get out with you on them.